Since last week, when the Secretary General invoked UN Charter Article 99, when the draft resolution calling for humanitarian ceasefire was vetoed by the United States, drama continues. The General Assembly resumed its 10th Emergency Special Session, or what we call ESS, following the veto in the Security Council, to again discuss the situation in Gaza. The General Assembly overwhelmingly passed the second resolution since October 7th, demanding for an immediate humanitarian ceasefire. You will notice that the last resolution, which gained 120 votes in favor in late October, only called for an immediate, durable, and sustained humanitarian truce, but this time with 153 votes in favor, the resolution demands a ceasefire.
I think it sends a clear message from the international community. As you say, the numbers were very high. For his part, the Secretary General will continue to advocate for and push for a humanitarian ceasefire in public and in private.
In addition, organized by UAE, a delegation of most of the Security Council members, including Chinese Ambassador Zhang Jun, visited Al Rafah border crossing and a hospital in Egypt. During this, what the UN Secretariat called unofficial visit, the members of Security Council also met with the UN officials, including UNRWA's Commission General Philip Lazzarini. The visit hopefully will give Security Council a propulsion to act. We also talked with Ms. Adele Holder, Regional Director of UNICEF Office in the Middle East and North Africa. When talking about children in Gaza Strip, she said there's simply no normal life there.
So there is nothing normal in their life and the way they are living it now. And the needs are huge, whether those needs are related to protection, of course, from killing, from maiming, from being injured, or whether they are related to also being exposed to some waterborne diseases, because the water that they are using is not safe drinking water. And of course, they do not have the food that is usually available for a normal child in a normal family. And in addition, of course, the children are totally traumatized from all the noises that they have been through, from the experiences. Many of them have seen their parents dead, or their other family members, or their friends.
So we talk about the dire situation and now what they're facing. But on the other hand, we also have a potential of a psychological impact of these conflicts to children.
Many of them are going to have signs of trauma that will stay with them for life. Post-traumatic stress disorders, many of them might become unable to maybe to speak. Some of them might turn into being very isolated as individuals, or also turn into becoming more violent individuals. When the population that was displaced was staying in settlements of IDPs, let's say, in some of the schools that were in the strip, it was possible for UNICEF to organize with our partners some psychosocial support for these children, like play activities, engaging them in some activities of learning that will keep them from thinking about what is happening around them. But now with this increased level of violence and the constant movement of the population from one place to the other, it is practically not possible to organize for them the psychosocial support that is needed.
We know that in many other places, especially in Middle East and North Africa, there are other places that attention needs to be paid to those children. Can you tell us what are some of the other areas?
Sudan has the highest number of children displaced in the world. And the world is not speaking enough about Sudan. And we should not forget those children. We have 4 million children displaced in Sudan. We have 19 million children who are out of school in Sudan.
Ultimately, the question would be, is UNICEF in Middle East, in North Africa, capable of dealing with all those things simultaneously?
It's a lot for any region to be able to handle and for any organization. But I think that we are seriously lending our voice or speaking out on behalf of children. So we may not be able, of course, with our resources are not enough to reach every child. And this is why we need, in most of these situations, or in all of them, we need political solutions.
Ms. Coder, thank you very
much. Thank you for having.
With a deteriorating humanitarian situation, international community is pushing for the reopening of a second border crossing, Karim Shalom. Now, Israel has agreed to use Karim Shalom as an inspection point, but trucks still need to go to Al Rafah. The more trucks in Gaza, the better humanitarian conditions will be, hopefully. But will Israel agree? That's what we have to see.